Imperialis on his quest to free the galaxy from the Dominators. And we're back pretty much right where we left off. One thing I didn't mention is down here you'll see these little bubbles. I deleted some of the superfluous ones, but this is sort of your logbook, and you can just mouse over them and it'll tell you a little bit about them. So the first one here is my current mission, and the yellow ones with that notepad or whatever on them tells you what your mission is. And if it's a mission with a time limit, it'll also tell you how many days you have left to complete it and all that sort of stuff. The second one here is a news report. So this one says, according to early reports from the ARTS system, their planets were attacked by ships of unknown affiliation. The invaders broke through all defenses and are now blocking all information channels. It seems that the star system in the sector Hisha has been occupied by pirates. And if we pull up the galaxy map here, and we find... Oh, Hisha's over here, so we can't actually see it yet. But the pirates are operating somewhere in here. You start out with a very small sort of chunk of the galaxy that you have access to, and then you can buy star maps for more sectors as you go through. But for now, what we want to do is report to the government, because report to the instructor on the planet Epentech. So to do that, we go into the government screen, and then he says, "Welcome, Cadet Imperialis. I will be your instructor, and that is what everybody calls me, instructor. We will start with a simple mission. You must learn the basics of trade. There are cheap meds for sale at the Capsule Medical Base, while the planet Umius is being ravaged by an epidemic. So their populace is buying up meds in large quantities. Buy low, sell high, help the needy, and make a pretty penny while you're at it. Then report back here. Commencing with my mission, instructor, sir." Off we go. So now you'll see that one says it's completed, and I have a new mission. Purchase meds from Capsule and sell them on Umius. So I can delete that first one. One other thing I want to do before I take off is I'm going to go back to the equipment store here and take a look and see if there's anything that can improve my equipment. I've got 5,500 space bucks, so what I'm looking to do at this stage of the game is try and find stuff that is small. I really want to be able to maximize my cargo space, and so anything that I can find to shrink down how much space I'm using is a good thing. So start with the fuel tanks. That's the one I just sold, so that's kind of pointless. This one is a bit bigger, but it does have a fuel capacity of 25. But still, to lose 10 cargo space for an extra 5 parsecs of jumping speed, not really worth it at this point. This one's 29 and even bigger. With these early fuel tanks, it tends to be a fairly linear progression. The bigger the tank, the more space it's going to take. But I also have a very, very big radar system. And these are 3 different radars here. There's the tracer scan. Oh no, those are scanners, sorry. There's only one radar available, and that's this one. Don't really care about a scanner too much at this point. Now, this costs just under 1,000, and mechanically it's identical to the one I already have, except that this one is only 19 units big, whereas the one that I have is 60. So that's a heck of an upgrade. That's a third the size. So I'm going to buy that, go back in here, sell the old one, and equip that. So now you see I've got 151 cargo space available, which is excellent. Other than that, the other thing I could upgrade is my gripper, and there's 2 options here. There's the telekinetic gripper, which is the same size, and it can pick up slightly larger things. So whereas this one will pick up 40 units, this one will pick up 50. And not much of an upgrade here. It's cuts it down by 1/3. I'd rather save the money for now. I don't need the cargo space that badly just yet. I'm going to see if I can't find something a bit better. But that radar was a wonderful thing to track down at this point. So, we'll go back, we'll take off. Now that it's loaded everything in, it does load up quite a bit quicker. So here's the medical center right by the planet that I just took off from. So click on that, press spacebar, and we will land now. So, dear Imperialis, we are happy to welcome you to our medical base. We have information that you've arrived to purchase a batch of medications for the planet Umius, which is currently suffering from an epidemic. Visit our trade center to procure everything you need. So, let's go to the trade center. Now, this is something else here. You'll notice that everything is legal on the space stations. They sort of operate under a principle of benign anarchy. And stations will also oftentimes sell things very, very cheap. Very, very good prices can be found on space stations because they don't use goods like planets do. But you'll notice here too that the meds have 3 little thumbs up. That says that it is an excellent price. You'll see the equipment here, which costs 65 per unit, has 1 thumbs up, which means it's a good price. And the weapons have 2 thumbs up at 79 per unit, which means it's a very good price. But for now, at least, we're just going to purchase the meds, and I'm going to purchase the equipment as well, the Technics. Just because it is a good price, and I've got a little bit of extra money and lots of spare cargo space at the moment. So we'll pick them up as well and see if we can't find someplace we can sell them at a profit. So, hurry. Very good, I'm on my way. So now we can take off. Track down the planet Umius. And the first planet is always in the same system, so there it is. Go and land there. You can see all the other ships flying around, like there's a diplomat, liners, so passenger transporters, things like that. Go back to the trade center here, and now you see we've got a thumbs up there. So we purchased these for 24, and now we're going to sell them for 54. Fantastic. Now you'll notice here, the equipment, the Technics, is selling for, or they'll buy it from me for 57, but I paid 65, so bad idea to try and sell that there. However, they are selling Technics for 59, which is an excellent price, so I'll buy them and adjust my microphone cord so the cat can sit on my lap. Hi, bud. And now that I have some equipment, I'm going to diverge a little bit from the quests. Oh, maybe I won't. So these little question mark things are just little hints. The exclamation points are notifications, so you can see here there's a new ranger station in the FedOx system. And more pirates in the Safrona system. Let's see if we can't see that. No, because it's in that sector. The map here, if you look at the different colors, it tells you which race is in control of it. So the pink is Phaean. Yellow is Galean, white is Dominator, gray is Pirates, I believe, blue is Human, red is Malok, green is paling. And yeah, that's about it. I think. That's all we can see, at least. So if I were to fly into that system right now, I'd end up fighting a whole ton of Dominators, and they would stomp me into dirt, so avoiding the Bekhar system is probably a good idea right now. And yeah, that's the galaxy map. So I've sold my meds, and it says to go back to Epentech, so we will do just that. Excuse me. The AI ships will kind of automatically target asteroids and stuff like that as well. Oh, I should have checked the equipment there. Oh well. But we go back to our instructor. A fine ranger needs fine training, Imperialis. Now you've learned the basics of trade, it is time for more difficult missions. We've placed a training asteroid in outer space. Your mission is to take off, seek out, and destroy the target, and then collect the scattered minerals and sell them at our trade center when you get back. Engaging target instructor. Sir. Now, see here, I can sell my equipment for a profit, and a pretty decent one too. I bought them for 64, I can sell them for 79. So, may as well do that, earn a little bit more money. So now you can see, even just with that little bit of trading, I'm up to more money than I had when I upgraded that radar of mine, so. One thing I do want to check here, though. I want to find a cheap little ranged weapon, or weapon that doesn't rely on ammunition, because I pay to reload my my missile launcher here. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to engage this dummy asteroid and launch my missiles at it, which is probably about the most inefficient way to mine something as you can imagine, but I'd be willing to bet that it's probably going to cost me more to reload my missile launcher than I'll make from these minerals. But I blew it up, collected the minerals, and now we go back and sell them. So I've got 21 minerals I can sell. It'll earn me 294 space bucks. And now you'll see here I have 29 out of 30 salvos left in my missile launcher. So to reload it, well, it only cost me 28, but still, cuts into profit. Report back to the training. Adjust the cat again. Sorry. Excellent, Cadet. You've done an outstanding job with that mission. Now you can sell the minerals you've bought at our trade center. Thus, without so much as a dime to your name, you can earn yourself a small fortune. But now, let's see how you handle your next mission. So, your new objective is to make a hyper jump to the Bellatrix system and land on the planet Onland. There, you will need to refuel and follow the instructions of my colleague from the local government. More hints. Get rid of the old missions. So now I need to go to the Bellatrix system, which is right there. So, to do that, we can take off. Pull up our galaxy map while we're out here. Double click on the Bellatrix system and it'll automatically plot a course for us. Let's press spacebar and we will go speeding through space. And And once we reach the edge of the system, we'll make our hyper jump. Yeah, I think after this episode, I'm definitely going to install this to my solid-state drive. Okay, so a bunch of other ships going to the Atlas system that I just came from. And now, yes, I know how to make a hyperjump. Oh, and the Dominators have captured a system. The Ossium system of the sector Cargon. Again, not one that I can see. Pirates have captured another system. At this stage of the game, there's not a whole heck of a lot that you can do about that. When I mouse over these planets here, you'll see it'll give me a little bit of information about them. So, Hina here is populated by the Gauls. It is an agricultural, and that's what it means too when you look on the galaxy map here, how there's multiple colors in the name. That means that there's more than one race present here. So this one has both the Gauls and the Fae in it. So, Hina is populated by the Gauls. I'm gonna, because it's on my way anyhow, I'm gonna make a quick jump in here, just land on this planet, and see if maybe they have some cool stuff to buy. Each of the different races has their own sort of architectural style too. Go into the trade center. Oh, I can buy cheap Technics. Let's take a look at the equipment store first. Can I get... Oh, that's not a bad little gun. It's got a size of 28. It does 15 to 25 damage, which is reasonable. Yeah, I'll buy that. And equip it to my ship. Just that way I'm not solely relying on my missiles. And you'll notice here too that even just with that little bit of flying around, I've done some damage. Like, my engine's got wear on it, my gripper has some wear on it. That's because I've been using the gripper to pick up those minerals and the other Technics that I got earlier. My radar's still in good shape because it's brand new, but the engine has a bit of wear because I made that hyper jump. So, especially on long trips, that it can become very much a balancing act of managing how much wear and tear you're putting on your ship versus what kind of profit you're going to make. But this trade center now, I'm going to pick up as many Technics as I can because they're a good price. And the other thing you'll notice here too is I've used fuel. I've got 11 fuel left. My tank capacity is 19. Or my tank capacity is 20, but I've used 9 of it, so I can gas up. Can either do that by dragging it over onto the gas station, or alternatively from here, just clicking the refuel button. Now I've only got $7 left to my name, so I bet this planet that I'm going to will buy Technics from me at a decent price. And I want to find the planet Onid. Shala... Onid. There we are. Now, you'll also see here, this is an agricultural, which means that they're going to produce food and alcohol at a good price, but not produce, and I've got some resources here, there's actually some luxury and some Technics lying around, so I might snag them if I can. Other ships will pick them up too, and there's a reasonable chance that he's actually going to blow them up, so I want to try and get there before he does that. Because he is... Oh, he's a transport. For some reason I thought he was a military ship, and military ships will just target any kind of junk that they find lying about. But we'll go pick up the luxuries first. There's 2 luxuries there. And then we'll pick up the technical stuff, and then go land on Onid. And again, hope that we can sell this for a decent profit. which we should be able to on an agricultural planet, because they don't produce technics or luxuries. So the technics I can, the luxuries it's saying I can't, but that's okay. They only have a size of 2, and I mean, hey, they're found money anyhow, so we'll sell the technics, earn some more money, and check out the equipment. Nothing really jumping out at me here. That's not a bad little gun either, but I'm happy with what I have right now. Then, like before, we go to the government. Ranger Imperialis, you're handling your missions well, and now you know how to hyper jump and refuel. It's time you learned how to shoot at moving targets. Destroy the IP-437 dummy ship we will launch into space. Its behavior models that of an actual ship in battle. It's navigated by autopilots, so you don't have to worry about harming anyone. As soon as you complete this mission, report back to your instructor on the planet Epentak. We will inform him of your mission progress. Mission clear, heading out. Anything? Nothing worth buying, so we will take off. And you can see the leader in the upper left. That is my target. Attention, the following message has been logged in the onboard computer. Greetings, Cadet Imperialis. This is unmanned space drone IP-437. You can use me to practice various combat tactics. Your objective is to destroy me. This will not be easy. I am equipped with an automatic defense system, so you should expect some measure of resistance from me. If the simulator drone is not destroyed by an external source within 70 days, a self-destruction mechanism will be activated and you will fail the mission. Thanks for the information, IP-437. Now get ready for a roasting. So you'll see here that this mission, once I accept it, oh, it's not telling me the time limit here. Oh well. So for combat, you just click on your target, and the way it's set up now is it'll change this little icon here the more frequently I click on it. So when it's like that, it does auto combat. So I'll follow it and shoot all my guns at it and hopefully destroy it. If I click on it like that, I will close to the closest range possible. I'll close to minimum range. And if I click on it like that, I'll close to weapons range. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to bring up my weapons panel here, and I'm going to give them a shot of missiles to start with. You can see my missile range here. So it's a long-range weapon. But if I pull up my little cannon here, you can see it has a much, much smaller circle. It's actually out of range for that, so can't do anything with that just yet. So we'll take off after it. Fire the missiles. Now he's in range of my cannon. So now I'm going to fire at him with both. And if you click on auto combat, it'll just automatically carry out the battle. But generally speaking, that's a bad idea. Just because you can get in over your head fairly easily. And oh, come on, we don't want auto combat. Just gonna keep firing at him with everything I got. Come on. Sorry, I keep misclicking here. And you can see the missiles actually chasing after him. He'll try and shoot them down sometimes too. And if I hover over him, you'll see up above his name there is his health bar. And if I were to plink away at him with nothing but this cannon the whole time, it'd take forever, which is why I'm using the missiles. Because they do quite a bit of damage. But he's almost dead now, so I'm going to turn off my missile launcher to try and save the ammo. And I blew him up. Okay, so I just got a comms message from another ship. It says, "Greetings, Imperialis. You handled that battle against IP-437 brilliantly. I feel that I will be able to learn a lot from you going forward. Can I be your partner? And I've got two options here. I can either say, all right, you can be my partner, or I'm a rookie myself, still in training. This fight is the final step of my course. I'm going to select that. I don't really want to worry about mucking about with partner right now. He'd end up leaving me while I'm doing the whole trading thing anyhow, so all the more reason. Oh, I guess I have to let him join me, so we'll let him join me. So I'll get him to follow me. And we got a little engine down here. We can pick that up. It's worth a reasonable amount of money, actually. So we'll go and snag that. And jump back to Atlas. Again, I'm not going to bother with the cisterns. They just take up space. They're not worth... Actually, I haven't been to Ushala, so we'll stop by Ushala real quick here, just see what they have. Trade Center. I can't sell that for a reasonable price. I could buy the weapons for a good price, but don't want to get them angry with me. Junk, 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 junk. Huh? Not bad. Half the size of my current gripper, and I've got a bit of extra money now, so I'll buy that gripper instead. Sell that one, pop that one on, and now I have even more space. Now, this engine is smaller than my current engine, but significantly worse. So this is one of those things where the size trade-off, it's definitely more worthwhile for me to have than this one. So we'll sell that junky engine. Well, not terrible engine, but now I'm up to 7,000. Now the other thing too is I took a bit of damage there. My hull is at 262 out of 310. So to repair it, from here you'll see the little wrench icon, and that just repairs your hull. It doesn't repair your equipment. If you want to repair your equipment as well, you can click on here and do full repairs. So that'll repair my engine, my fuel tank, everything that's damaged. I'm just going to do that. Repairs it all. And we'll take off. And off we go back to Atlas. Drink more coffee. So, now back home. Really like the soundtrack in this game too. It's... I don't know. It's unobtrusive, but kind of nice. So, back to Epinthak. And I'm actually going to do another cut here because I know what the next mission is, and it's going to take a little while in and of itself. So rather than getting it started and stopping a few minutes into it, I'm just going to put the cut in here instead. So, have a good one, and we will see you later. Cheers!